Good morning, traders, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So the DAX, it's kind of difficult here. We've got range bar, we've got sort of a good green bar, and then we've got a hanging man pin bar. So as far as I'm concerned, we're still stuck in the range, and we're still really confused as to what we need to do. Okay, so there's our range. Let me just box it for you. There's our range there, and I can probably just bring it down a little bit. So that's our range. It ties up with this previous area of resistance. Okay, well, it was support, it's now resistance. So that's the line in the sand right now. It's 12.762. We need to get above these areas of 12.770, and then you can start looking for moves to the upside. We've got two gaps to the upside. I think there's one up there. No, there's just two gaps to the upside. Then we've got one gap to the downside. This for me is not worth trading. Okay, really not interested in it. One thing to bear in mind is we do have this rounding bottom pattern, head and shoulders pattern, double bottom pattern, doesn't matter what you want to call it. It's pretty much a consolidation pattern for a break to the upside. Okay, so we're in the range. We obviously need to clear this area here, retest it, and that's your trade to the upside. But you can see we have higher lows here, and we are starting to form a few higher highs, but nothing confirmed yet. Okay, so it's rounding. You can see there's the round. Okay, you could call that a shoulder, you can call that a double head, you can call that a double shoulder as well. It is a consolidation pattern. I think that's all you need to realize. That's a consolidation pattern. We've got this double bottom here, and I don't know whether that's played out just yet, but the DAX really battles with these things. Yeah, the double bottom is the gap close there. So that is still in play. Okay, for me, I'm sit on hands here until we break this. So the way I see it playing out is break it, close the gap, come back, find support. That's the opportunity to buy. Okay, and what I'm trying to do is catch the moves which are going to be synchronized to the US. The problem that we have with the DAX is a strong euro. Okay, so the stronger euro gets, the more difficult it is for the DAX companies and their exports. So that is the challenge. That's why we are range bound while the euro's been pretty much on a tear against the dollar. So, and looking at the currencies, I think the euro is going to continue on its upward trend. So, yeah, I think you've got to pick one or the other. I think it's either trade the range in the DAX, and you can make money here trading a range in the DAX. There's 200 odd points, which is fairly decent for the DAX. But I think for bigger trades for me, the Dow Jones or the S&P is going to offer a bit more value and less stress, if I can put it that way. Okay, if we do break down to 15, because that's kind of going to be your trading time frame on this thing, you want to see structure. So wait for structure, wait for it to pull back on structure, something like this, 12.723. If we can hold it, then we move to the upside. But you can see how the close ended yesterday. Not really, there's nothing really on offer here. So for me, I'm sitting on hands on this. I'm really not interested in the DAX right now. As I said, the US markets offer a little bit easier opportunities to trade in the DAX right now. Okay, if you are going to trade this, just watch these. You can see low, low, low. So I'm on the 20-minute here, so you can just use a 20 or a 30-minute chart and just watch these lows. If you start breaking these lows, expect to move back to the bottom of the range. Okay, if you start finding support here, and this upward trend here, mini upward trend that's in play at the moment continues, then you have the potential for a breakthrough. But I wouldn't be trading the break. I'd wait for the break and retest before getting in on this, because it is so easy in a range for it just to turn around here and come all the way back down to the bottom of the range. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today on the DAX. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.